Good evening. The topic here is the Ojas. So, when it comes to the Ojas, the important points to be noted are the Swarupam, its classification, its Gunam, Ojakshaya Karanam, and Ojakshaya Lakshana, which is according to Charaka and Sushruta. The definition of Ojas. Before getting the definition, let me tell you some of the references of Ojas, which you should refer from the Samhitas. They were Charaka Sudha 30th chapter, Charaka Sharira 7th chapter, Ashtangridya Sutram 11th chapter, and Sushruta Sutram 15th chapter. Now, तत्र रसादीनां शुक्र अन्तानां धातूनां यत्परं तेजस्तत् कल्व ओजस्तदेव बलमित्युच्यते. According to Sushruta, he mentioned that Ojas is the essence of all the Rasa Raktadi 7 dhatus. Okay, and he also mentioned it as Balam. So, according to Sushruta, the Ojas is the Balam of the body. So, according to Charaka Sharya, he mentioned Sleshmikasya Ojasaha, which means it is the Sleshmika Dravyam. And in Charaka Sutrasthana, Charaka has mentioned it as a Upadatu. Since it nourishes the dhatus, it is not a dhatu. So, he mentioned it as a Upadatu, according to Charaka point of view. And according to Chakrapani, it is predominant of Aap and Prithvi Mahabhutam. Okay. And the formation is mentioned here, nothing but Pradhamam Jayate Hyojaha Sharirasmin Sharirina, which means it is formed during the intrauterine life of period of the fetus. Now, quantity of ojas. Before going to the quantity, the ojas is divided into para ojas and upper ojas. The para ojas is the best comparing to upper ojas. So, the para ojas is located in the hridayam. So, it is mentioned here. So, prana ashrayasya ojaso ashto bindavo hridaya ashritaha, which is located in the hridayam, and the quantity of the para ojas is ashtabindu. And according to Chandran and the commentary, the upper ojas are Sleshmika ojas. Its quantity is about Eka Prasradikam, 1 Prasadikam or Ardhanjali. Now let's get into the guna of the ojas. Oja gunam. Charaka has mentioned 10 guna, which is opposite to the gunam of the madhyam. That should be noted. Here you can add snigdha gunam to it. Okay. So when it comes to Sushruta, he has mentioned some different kind of gunas like Ojaha Somatmakam, which means it is cool, somnolence, like as the moon. Okay, so and it is Snigdha Gunam, which is Nangsha, Shukla Gunam, which is white in color, Sheetam, which is cool potency, Stiram, which is stable, Saram, which is in a flowy, pervading state, Viviktam, pure and clear, Mridu, soft, and Mritsanam, which is delicate, and Prana Ayatana Uttamam, which means the best supporter of the life or excellence of the life force, etc. So these are the Ojaguna. This has to be remembered. So now Ojakshaya Lakshana. Bipite durbalo abhikshanam dhyayate vyatite indriyaha dushchaya durmana rukshaha kshamascha ojasaha. Now bipite means the person becomes frightful or he has development of the fearing complex. Durbala means loss of strength. Abhikshanam dhyayate means he worries much again and again without any apparent reason. And Vyatite Indriyaha means affliction of the Indriya means the sense organs, right? So there might be some affliction in the functions of the sense organs. Dushchayam means when the ojas get reduced in our body, the functions of ojas get reduced, there might be loss of complexion. Durmana, there might be no cheerfulness in the body, like cheerlessness. And Rukshaha, which is dryness or roughness of the body. And Shama, they might be in the emaciated state. These are the Ojakshaya Lakshana, which is mentioned by Charaka. Okay. Now, when it comes to Sushruta, he has mentioned the 3 different kinds of Oja Vikriti, which is very much important, and you should know the deep meaning of these 3 differences between these 3. Now, when it comes to Oja Visramsam means impairment in the distribution of ojas to the dhatus is called as Oja Visramsam. Ojo Vyapad means this condition relates to the change in or modification of the natural gunam of the quality of the ojas is called as Ojo Vyapad. And Ojakshaya means obviously there might be loss or wasting of the ojas. This results in certain symptoms. So let's get into the Lakshanas. When it comes to Oja Visramsa, which is due to impairment of the distribution of ojas to the dhatus or tissues of the body. Okay. So, this condition, so here the symptoms, Lakshanas are Sandhi Vislesham. Sandhi Vislesham means there might be looseness of the joints. Gatranam Sadanam, the inertness of the body or pain all over the body, kind of. Dosha Chavanam. Dosha Chavanam means displacement of doshas from their respective sthanas and thereby creating impairment in their functions. So, Kriya Sannirodham. Same impairment of activities. Kriya means activities. So, when doshas changes from its sthana or moved from the sthana, there must be Kriya Sannirodham. So, Kriya Sannirodham. These are the symptoms of Oja Visramsa, which is important. Now, Ojo Vyapat. Now, as we know, Ojo Vyapat means change in or modification of the natural properties of Ojas. So, you can see the same as here, but only slight difference will be there. Stabda Guru Gatrata. Stabda, like same ways, inertness of the body and heaviness of the body. And Vada Shofam, there might be swelling, which is of Vada nature, and Varna Bedo. Same Charaka has mentioned that complexion, right? Likewise, Varna Bedam will be there. Glani, Tandra, Nidra, which might be fatigue of senses. Tandra means drowsiness, and Nidra. There might be heavy sleep. Like the patient will be very much drowsy, kind of. Okay. So this is a Oja Vyapat Lakshana. Then Oja Kshaya, which is Oja Kshaya means decrease or the wasting of the ojas, so loss of ojas, etc., which is due to grief, anxiety, etc., so wasting of dhatus, etc. So here the murcha, mamsakshaya, moha, pralapa, maranam cha shayahe. Murcha means loss of consciousness, and wasting of muscles will be there, and delirium will be there, and moha, pralapa, maranam is a fatal, like death will be there in the Ojakshaya. So these are the Ojo Vikriti Avastha, which is mentioned by Sushruta. So these are the important points to be written when it comes to the topic of Ojas. Thank you.